Hello everyone, welcome to the Village of Words. The word relation for this video is steal a land, fort. In order to steal a land, one builds a fort and gradually encroach to another place. This is used in wars in the past. Thus, it relates to today's problem of migration. If migration is not controlled, migrants could overwhelm a city. So, I do not know whether it is true or false Islamophobia propaganda, but David Wood had reported that London had taken a lot of Muslim migrants. Therefore, London is in a state of fear that Muslims will outpopulate them. So, according to my idea, in order to steal a land, one builds a fort. One goes to a place and build a fort for your own people. Then gradually expanding and build a fort in another area. And for some odd reason, the United Kingdom had allowed and had sent a lot of migrants to London. This uncontrollable migration problem causes Londoners to panic. True, if it were me, I would have allowed refugees to enter my country. But I believe this is according to religion and scripture. In the Quran, it is called being kind to the traveler. And I interpret traveler as refugees. War had existed ever since in the past, thus refugees had also existed ever since the past. We should help our refugees who are fleeing from war. But a problem arises now is how many refugees should we take? Should we take a lot of refugees that they will overwhelm us? The Quran and the Bible isn't clear on that. Maybe a long time ago, refugees and travel is only a little. That's why it is not a concern. Anyway, refugees outpopulating a country is a joke. But refugees outpopulating a city is a serious issue. Next, we have the Israel-Palestine example. A village will have a few hundred to a few thousand people. Before the historic Nakba occurred, the internet says there were already about 600,000 Israelis in Palestine, or there were already 600 Israeli villages in Palestine before the Nakba. Either way, Palestinian propaganda faults Israel for stealing Palestinian land. But one thing that pro-Palestinian forgets is the stupidity of their Palestinian forefathers. Where were the Palestinian forefathers when Israel had built a sort of fort and continued to expand, allowing Israelis to slowly and gradually come to Palestine? The Palestinian forefathers did not revolt against Britain. The Palestinian forefathers did not do anything. Pro-Palestinian complains, Nakba this, Nakba that. The war started before October 7. Yet the stupidity of the Palestinian forefathers is not even remembered. The Islamic prophet Muhammad had also stolen Mecca. Muhammad was persecuted and a minority in Mecca. Then he fled to Medina. Somehow, Muhammad managed to gain followers and made a pilgrim back to Mecca. Muhammad brought along a lot of pilgrims, enough to overtake Mecca. Then, Mecca was stolen by the Muslims and idolatry was forbidden. This is a great example how migration had taken over a city. Anyway, if I had my own religion and we were staying at one place, then comes a tyrant who wishes to kill me and my religion. I think I will die there than becoming a refugee. There are many of my religious people there. Dispersing everywhere will only weaken us and make us more a slave. It is only Muhammad that he somehow managed to gain followers elsewhere to overtake Mecca. Either way, me and my religion will become a minority and slaves no matter where we go. But it is better to live elsewhere than living with a tyrant. So contrary, maybe it is better to be a refugee. Even if you become slaves, it is better being someone else's slave than the tyrants. Besides that, illegal migrants have something to do with smuggling and human trafficking. I think my friend Mr. Muji had also came to Sweden behind its back door. Mr. Muji was a refugee from Iran. Then he took the illegal route to Sweden. Now Mr. Muji probably has residency in Sweden. It is supposed to be rude to come to a person's house using the back door. But illegal migrants take this courtesy lightly. Furthermore, illegal immigration is also an issue for the government. When the government is exposed wanting to kick out illegal migrants with no residency, kicking out illegal migrants is called inhumane by others. Perhaps the newspaper loves it more by hiding the fact that it is illegal migrants. And so far, we have no remedy against illegal migration. Conclusion, if it were me, I will allow refugees to come into my country. We should help out refugees who are fleeing war and persecution. But I will limit the amount of refugees my country takes. I will give those refugees an undeveloped land to develop. But I won't take too many refugees that it will overwhelm an area. People should know that uncontrollable migration could result in the migrants taking control over the city. Just like how one steals a land by making a fort. That's all for this video. Hit like, share, or comment down below.